Once upon a time, there was a king who was known throughout the land for his selfishness. He was so consumed with his own desires and ambitions that he paid little attention to the needs and desires of his people. The king spent most of his time indulging in lavish feasts, extravagant parties, and extravagant luxuries. He spent his kingdom's resources on himself, leaving his people to struggle and suffer. One day, a great famine swept across the land, and the people began to starve. The king, however, refused to give up his lavish lifestyle and continued to feast and indulge in luxuries while his people suffered. As the famine continued, the people grew increasingly desperate. Some began to rebel against the king, but the king was too selfish and arrogant to listen to their pleas. Finally, the people had had enough. They stormed the king's palace and demanded that he help them in their time of need. But the king, blinded by his selfishness, refused. In the end, the people overthrew the king and banished him from the kingdom. And as he wandered the lands, he finally realized the error of his ways. He realized that his selfishness had cost him everything he had there, and he lived out the rest of his days as a bitter, lonely man, haunted by his own greed and arrogance.